So in the early stages of the project and immediately after the contract was signed, there was quite a thorough, I thought, project management process put in place. It was very clear. There was a sort of an exploration, first of all, about the customer journeys that we have existing customer journeys. There's quite an in-depth section of time there where Axon Garside have to understand exactly what we do as a business, which to me sounds quite simple because I live and breathe this stuff. But for somebody else to come in who doesn't know anything about our industry, to come in then understand the steps in the right context was quite challenging, and I felt that was done very, very well, to be honest. Very clear. One of the bits I didn't anticipate was the value of speaking to the end user, and the end user in our scenario is the administration staff. They're the people who take the phone calls. They're the people who deal with the learners effectively, which is the front line of our business. Those people needed valuing. They were the people who understood the detail, and I was probably a little bit naive, if I'm really honest with myself, about how valuable the conversation with those people was. Luckily, Axon Garside weren't naive in that respect. It's not their first rodeo, so they'd identified that it was worth speaking to those people, and that helped clear a lot of things up because there were some cultural challenges. There was some resistance to change. There was a lot of inertia around the existing systems, but I think that was really helpful. There were many stages to that project management. There were regular meetings, at least once a week, probably twice a week in many cases, and it was a very clear step by step. This is what we want to achieve by this date. This is what we achieved by the previous date. This is what it went like that every week. So it was very clear to me what was happening, when it was happening, and the reasons for things taking certain time periods.
Jack had been working with Bright Direction for quite a while to understand their requirements and to scope out a solution for them, which then led to the agreed contract. We then had a workshop with Jack to have the handover from sales to delivery in effect, and that gave us everything we needed to then kick off the project.
Axon Garside understood our requirements in the business by embedding themselves in. It felt at times like we had 2 extra members of staff who were just sitting around, having a look around. And Axon Garside came to, we had some options around coming to the office and doing things remotely. I prefer people to come into the office, and that wasn't an issue. It was obviously at the edge of the pandemic, which was a little bit challenging, but everybody came in and spoke to people individually. We went through a very, very, very thorough exploration session, if you will, with Matt and Andrew, and we went through every step of our journey, which in all honesty was quite interesting as a training exercise, because it's conversations we don't ordinarily have, it's just things we do. So when we went through the processes, we probably improved some of our processes anyway off the back of that. But it gave Axon Garside an opportunity to get right under the skin of things and really understand what we do.